The day Elias announced his biggest dream, he felt like a king. 3 months later, he couldn't even look at himself in the mirror. The village still remembered that afternoon. The sun was loud, the market crowded, and Elias stood in the middle of it all, his voice shaking with excitement. "I'm going to change my life," he said. "I'm building something big, something that will make all of you proud." People stopped. They turned. They listened. Some clapped. Some smiled. Some nodded, like they already knew he was special. And in that moment, Elias felt full, not full of progress, full of praise. That night he couldn't sleep, not because he was working, but because he was replaying their reactions in his head. The smiles, the admiration, the way his name sounded important in other people's mouths. He felt successful without doing anything. The next morning he sat at his small wooden table, ready to begin. But something was missing. The fire he felt yesterday was gone. He told himself, "I'll start tomorrow." Tomorrow became next week. Next week became soon. And soon became never. Months passed. Then, one day, a new idea hit him. This time, he was going to learn metalwork, build tools, real tools, useful things, important things. And just like before, he couldn't keep it inside. He told his friends, he told his neighbors, he told anyone who would listen. Again, the same reactions, the same praise, the same warm, empty feeling in his chest. And again, nothing happened. No tools, no workshop, no progress. Just words.
Years went by like this. New dream, big announcement, loud applause, quiet failure. Until one evening, Elias sat alone on the steps of an abandoned building, staring at his hands like they belonged to someone else. Rough hands, empty hands. An old woman from the village, Mara, passed by. People said she had lived through more winters than anyone could remember. She rarely spoke, but when she did, people listened. She stopped and looked at him. "You look tired," she said. Elias laughed without humor. "I'm tired of myself." She sat beside him. "Why?" "I have dreams," he said, "too many, and none of them become real." Mara was quiet for a moment. Then she asked, "What's the first thing you do when you get a new idea?" Elias didn't hesitate. "I tell people. I want them to know. I want them to believe in me." Mara nodded slowly. "Come with me tomorrow morning." The next day, she took him to a small patch of land behind her house. She held 2 small seeds in her hand. She gave one to Elias. "Bury this." He did. He pushed it into the soil and covered it. Then she lifted the second seed high into the air and called out to a few children nearby. "Look," she said, smiling, "soon this will be a great tree, strong, beautiful. Everyone will enjoy its shade." The children clapped. They laughed. Mara placed the seed on a flat stone and walked away. Days passed. She watered the buried seed every morning, quietly. No audience, no announcements. The seed on the stone stayed in the sun, untouched, dry. Weeks later, a small green shoot broke through the soil. The other seed was gone, eaten, crushed, forgotten. Mara stood beside Elias and said, "Most dreams die from too much sunlight." Elias frowned. "What do you mean?" "When you talk about your dreams too early," she said, "you give your brain the reward before the work. Praise feels like progress, applause feels like achievement, and your mind says, 'We're done here.'" She pointed at the small plant. "Real growth happens in silence, in the dark, where no one is watching, where no one is clapping." Something inside Elias cracked. He saw himself in that seed on the stone, displayed, praised, destroyed. That night, he made a different choice. He chose one small goal, to build a simple wooden box. And this time, he told no one.
No speeches, no promises, no audience. Every evening, he worked in silence. Some days he was motivated. Some days he was tired. Some days he wanted to quit. But no one knew, so no one was waiting, no one was judging, no one was applauding too early. Weeks later, the box was finished. It wasn't perfect, but it was real. For the first time in his life, Elias felt a different kind of pride. Not the loud kind, the solid kind. He didn't stop. He built a stool, then a small table, then a shelf. Years passed. People didn't hear about his plans anymore. They saw his results. And slowly, without announcements, without speeches, Elias became known for something rare. He didn't talk much, but his work spoke clearly. Here's the truth most people never learn. If you announce your dreams too early, you steal the fuel you need to finish them. Praise before progress makes your brain feel done. Silence protects your focus. Work builds your future. Don't be the seed on the stone. Be the one growing underground. Build quietly. Let results make the noise. If this story hit you, don't just like it, use it. Keep your next goal quiet. Work in silence. And come back when you have something real to show. Subscribe for more stories that sharpen your mindset, strengthen your discipline, and change the way you see life.